My beloved child, if you have taken a moment to listen to this divine calling today, know that you are now standing at the threshold of a new journey, one filled with promise and radiant light, a future brimming with faith. Blessings and abundance is waiting for you. The only thing you need to do is place your unwavering trust in me, your Heavenly Father, the one who created you, gave you life, and set you apart for a sacred purpose that no one else can fulfill. Open your heart and mind to receive this profound revelation, for it is the very key that will transform every aspect of your life, uplift your spirit, and illuminate the path I have already prepared for you. My child, I have seen every pain, every struggle you've endured. I know the moments when you felt lost in the vast ocean of life, questioning your worth and doubting your abilities. The times you cried over failures, the moments you were consumed by sorrow and anxiety with no clear escape. None of these have gone unnoticed by me. I am here to remind you, you were chosen by me even before you came into existence. From this moment on, I am working all things together for your good. You will be granted abundance not only in material provision, but also in spiritual strength, inner peace, and complete joy. This is not a result of your own strength, but the fruit of your steadfast faith as you lean on me. I created you with a unique purpose, a divine mission that no one else on earth can carry out. Before you were formed in your mother's womb, I already knew you. I had planned the most beautiful things for your life in advance. That foreknowledge is proof of my vast love and meticulous care for every soul. Now, my child, in moments when you feel weak, when the burdens of life seem too heavy to bear, remember that I always provide you with the strength to overcome every challenge. I am the giver of life and the eternal source of power, so you may walk your path with boldness. Offer me your faith even if it is as small as a mustard seed, and you will witness wonders. As my word says, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, "Move from here to there," and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. Matthew 17:20. Through this, I want you to understand that even when your faith feels small, if it is nurtured and cultivated, it can become powerful enough to transform what once seemed impossible. Look at your life, at the sorrowful moments, at the times you doubted and asked yourself if there was any way forward. I promise you, all of those moments will become precious building blocks that shape who you are meant to become. My child, never forget, in the darkness, my light shines ever brighter. Trust that every trial you face is a stepping stone toward your refinement and spiritual growth. I will never abandon you. My child, I am opening doors of opportunity, not only so you may receive blessings, but so that you may become a blessing and an inspiration to those around you. You will come to see that when you give, when you share love, faith, and hope, I will multiply the goodness in your life in ways you never imagined possible. Not only that, but I also desire for you to uncover the deeper aspects of your own being, to realize that every human life carries immeasurable worth in my eyes, even when you feel small, inadequate, or incapable. Know this, I created you in perfect detail, according to a divine plan. Every step you take, every decision you make, no matter how great or small, holds meaning within the grand design I have drawn for your life. Therefore, never give up hope, and never doubt whether you are capable of achieving great things when you lean on the strength of faith. My beloved child, From this moment forward, I will guide you through life's difficult turns, opening up before you new horizons filled with promise. You will be granted abundance not only in material blessings, but also in spirit when you learn to love, forgive, and share. Every opportunity and every trial you encounter will become a launch pad that lifts you higher, makes you stronger, and helps you grow in maturity. I want you to know that the hardships you face today are only temporary, and a future full of peace, hope, and blessings awaits you. Let the flame of your faith be kindled and shine like a sacred fire, illuminating every corner of your life. As you open your heart to receive my blessings, you will come to realize that my presence is a priceless source of encouragement, the strength that empowers you to endure trials and become more resilient each day. So let my revelation be the inspiration that leads you to live a meaningful life, one that is rich in faith. Remember that every moment you spend on this earth is a sacred gift from the Father, and you carry both the responsibility and the honor of experiencing and spreading that love to those around you. Step forward with courage, knowing that every difficulty is but a lesson designed to help you grow stronger in your trust in my presence and power. My precious one, whenever you feel weary, return to the source, to the sacred faith I have instilled in you. When you seek refuge in my word, you will always find comfort and boundless hope. And when you lose your way, remember, you are always held under my covering. My child, I want you to understand that the breakthrough in your life is not merely about material wealth. It is about a journey toward freedom, freedom from fear, from anxiety, and from lack. This is the life I have destined for you, a life where you are free to experience, to create, and to spread goodness throughout the world. I, with all my power and boundless love, continue to open doors before you, doors that no one can shut. Offer me your faith, your hope, and your love, and let this divine revelation saturate every fiber of your being. With sincerity and deep trust, live each day as a sacred gift. Let your faith become a source of inspiration that not only allows you to live fully, but also enables you to extend blessings to everyone you meet. May this calling be engraved upon your heart, so that each day becomes a new chapter in a magnificent story, a sacred and meaningful journey. You have been chosen, you are deeply loved, and you will always find my light guiding every step you take. O beloved soul whom I deeply cherish, listen closely to this sincere invitation. Remember that true abundance and richness do not stem from external possessions, but from the depths of a heart aligned with the will of the Creator. When your soul resonates with divine purpose, and your actions are guided by sincere love and purity, everything you touch is destined to become extraordinary. Do not be lured by the illusion of fleeting riches. Instead, prioritize your sacred relationship with the kingdom of heaven. As it is written, "But seek ye first the kingdom of God, and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you." Matthew 6:33. This is not a coincidence, but an eternal promise given to those who believe and walk in the path of light. I understand that trusting in what lies beyond your reach may bring confusion and weariness, especially when life's trials come in relentless waves. But today, I invite you to step out from the safety of hesitation and anchor your faith in the supernatural power of God. Fix your thoughts upon me, and do not let the storms of circumstance shake your resolve. Remember Peter, who walked on water with courageous faith when his eyes were set on the divine light, but began to sink the moment he was overwhelmed by the waves. This teaches you that as long as your gaze remains fixed on me, you will be held steady amidst any storm. My child, this is the season of restoration and renewal. I am returning to you what was lost and making restitution for the harm the enemy has inflicted. The wounds of the past, no matter how deep, no longer define you. It is your future, freshly opened under the guidance of the shepherd, that now shapes your path. I stir within you a holy yearning to be reborn, to dream again, to hope again, and to walk forward in unwavering faith. Every moment that passes is an invitation to be renewed, to affirm your true worth by transforming every trial into a testimony of strength. Let your soul freely radiate love's light and turn hardship into a launching pad for growth. Do not let challenges make you forget your sacred identity. Always remember, in all circumstances, the Creator's power and guidance remain beside you. When you tune your focus to that divine inspiration, you will transcend the limitations of time and space, moving steadily along the journey of faith. My beloved child, with the radiance of genuine love lighting your path, every step you take will unveil new horizons brimming with promise. Walk forward with confidence, for each action you make, each decision rooted in steadfast faith, brings blessings far greater than even your most fragile hopes. Allow your soul to be cradled in God's light. Do not let fear hold you back, but move ahead with courage. This very moment marks a turning point, a rebirth. The old wounds, though once weathered by the trials of many years, shall now be answered with a surplus of grace beyond your wildest imagination. Do not hesitate to dream, to hope, and to trust in the unexpected wonders I am bestowing upon you. I am sending faithful companions, trustworthy allies, and divine opportunities that will help you uncover the higher calling of your life. To receive them, you must cast off the burdens of yesterday, release limiting beliefs, unhealthy relationships, and all lingering fears that no longer serve you. Open your heart and train your spirit in courage, for I am preparing a sacred space for something greater, new chapter of spiritual and material growth. You must always remember that true abundance is not measured solely by material wealth, but is also found in the richness of the soul, in the love that is shared, and in the peace that surpasses all understanding. When you are deeply rooted in these sacred values, blessings in every aspect, including finances, will naturally flow to you. Just as it is written, "Do not be deceived, God is not mocked. For whatever a man sows, that he will also reap." Galatians 6-7. This reminds you that every act of kindness, every gesture of generosity, and every seed of hope you plant will become a source of new life, leading to an abundant harvest of divine favor. My beloved child, I see the longing in your heart, not driven by greed, but by the desire to provide security for your family, to help those in need, and to live a full life free from worry. I honor that desire, and I am already at work, preparing to fulfill those noble yearnings. Every step you take in faith, every decision to follow my ways, is a declaration of your true worth, a worth that transcends all temporary struggles. Remember this: when you release the chains of the past, you create space for new opportunities to emerge, for restoration and continual growth. I am preparing the path ahead for new beginnings, where every trial becomes a launching pad for maturity, and every loss is transformed into victory. With a pure heart and a willing spirit, you will receive not only material provision, but also comfort, love, and divine guidance, equipping you to live a life of peace and profound purpose. Do not despise the humble beginnings, for it is from the tiniest seeds that mighty oaks spring forth. When you learn to cherish the simple things and remain faithful even in the smallest tasks, I promise to entrust you with greater things. Steward every resource wisely, and bring me offerings of sincere devotion. In doing so, you will witness the heavens open and blessings pour forth beyond all limits. Know this, on the journey toward the fulfillment of your dreams, there will be moments when doubt creeps in, and your mind may wander into confusion. The whispers of the enemy may try to deceive you, making you feel unworthy or as if all your efforts are in vain. But remember, my word never returns void. It will accomplish what I desire and achieve the purpose for which I sent it. Isaiah 55:11. This truth affirms that every step taken in faith carries the power to transform your reality. Offer your life as a declaration of faith. Speak life into the difficult moments and live by divine instruction. Every action, no matter how small, if done with loyalty and wisdom, becomes a stone in the foundation of great achievement. As it is written, "He who is faithful in what is least is faithful also in much." Luke 16:10. You will see that even the most modest beginnings, when built with sincerity, will be multiplied and open doors to unexpected prosperity. My precious child, let go of every burden of fear, doubt, and outdated attachments. By doing so, you will be free to embrace new opportunities and unlock the hidden potential within you. Each faith-filled step you take will dissolve the darkness of discouragement and bring forth the light of hope and overflowing blessings. This transformation will not only help you attain material success, but will also enrich your spiritual life, turning every hardship into a springboard for glorious victories. Let your faith be the torch that lights your every step, affirming that even the most humble beginnings can be transformed into miracles when you place your trust in me. Every act of devotion, every small gesture of faithfulness, opens the door to surprises beyond your imagination, guiding you to heights you never dared to dream. Live boldly, declaring your worth through every affirmation of faith, so that your desires and efforts may come to fruition under my divine light. If you have ever felt unworthy, let me remind you of the intrinsic value woven into your being by the wonders of God. You are the exquisite handiwork of the Creator, a living miracle beyond comparison. You are a conqueror through the grace of Christ, who pours boundless strength into you each day. You are not the tail, but the head, blessed in the city and blessed in the field. Just as it is written, "You shall be blessed in the city and blessed in the field." Deuteronomy 28:13. The plans I have for you are not of harm, but of prosperity, blessings, hope, and a radiant future. My child, take a moment to listen to the voice within your soul and reflect on the countless blessings that have already been poured into your life. In every moment, gratitude is a miraculous force capable of transforming the ordinary into the extraordinary. When you give thanks sincerely for what you have received, you are also unlocking the gates for even more blessings to flood in. A heart of gratitude not only acknowledges the source of every good thing, but also generates an irresistible magnetism that draws abundance into reality. As it is written, "Whoever sows to the Spirit will reap from the Spirit." Galatians 6-7. My beloved one, never forget that every time you lift up a prayer of thanksgiving and heartfelt reverence to me, You are not only offering your heart, but also receiving new strength in return. Gratitude transforms every obstacle into a valuable lesson, every trial into an opportunity for growth and maturity. It illuminates the soul, helping you realize that all goodness springs from the sacred energy of God. That is why you must continually nurture a heart overflowing with love and gratitude, so that each day becomes a fresh step forward on your path to divine prosperity. My precious child, today I invite you to join with unwavering faith in declaring this sacred proclamation. I am stepping into a season of divine grace. The gates of heaven are open to me, and no one can shut them. Financial blessings flow into my life supernaturally. I place my full trust in God's plan for me, and I am ready to receive every miraculous thing He has prepared. I know that these declarations are not mere words, but a bold affirmation of the power of faith, the foundation of hope, and the living proof of unseen realities. As you speak them, let faith burn brightly within your spirit, for it is faith that unlocks every promise I have spoken, even if external changes have yet to manifest. Know that within my heart, I am already preparing to bring into reality every good thing your soul longs for. As you come to understand your divine identity, you will realize that every failure, every dark moment, is but a temporary trial meant to prepare you for something far greater. I have always reminded you that you were created with a sacred purpose, and if you simply trust, you will overcome every adversity. Do not hesitate to boldly declare with all your heart that you are entering into a season of divine blessing. When you dare to believe, to proclaim, and to receive, every prayer of yours shall begin to manifest into reality. Your faith is the bridge that connects the present to the promises of the future, empowering you to walk steadfastly through every trial and unlocking a new chapter filled with hope and triumph. Let faith be your guide, and you will see that even dreams that once seemed unreachable will gradually take form under the radiant light of God's grace. My beloved child, feel the overflowing pride that rises within men merely because of visible achievements, but because you are the living embodiment of the wonders woven by the Creator's hand. Even when you have encountered moments of confusion, doubt, or unforeseen obstacles, I have always seen in you a brilliant light, a spirit that refuses to surrender, no matter how fiercely tested by destiny. Your very existence is a source of profound encouragement, a testimony of courage, rising above all circumstances, and I love you with a love that transcends the boundaries of time and space. My child, as life unfolds into new chapters, place my divine inspiration at the center of your heart, so that every decision and every step you take may be illuminated by heavenly wisdom. Do not allow the fleeting worries of the world to dim your inner light, for all things on this earth are temporary. Surrender your whole heart to the guidance of the Almighty. Just as I have instructed, do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. Philippians 4-6. My dear one, in the midst of life's challenges, when you feel lost in the clamor of the world, pause and listen to the whisper of your soul. Remember that from the very beginning, even in your mother's womb, I cared for every detail of your being, from counting every strand of your hair to shaping the first steps of your life. Every moment of yours has been tenderly watched over, and there is not a single space untouched by my love for you. This assures you that even when the storms of life sweep everything away, you are still and always covered by an eternal love that will never fade. So why worry about the fleeting things of this earthly life, when material needs are but outer shells of existence? Let your mind be drawn to what is truly meaningful, where faith and gratitude are nurtured. Anxiety over meals, clothing, or employment is but a passing concern when you forget that you were created in the image of the Most High, with a sacred calling and a purpose far greater than all worldly matters. Let your faith take root, turning every worry into strength, paving a path that leads to true and lasting prosperity. Live with a soul at peace, grateful for every moment of existence. The appreciation of life's simple blessings is the key that invites even more favor to be poured into your journey. Every heartfelt word of thanksgiving is not only a declaration of faith, but also an open door through which your heart receives the blessings of heaven. As you learn to share joy, gentleness, and kindness, you are also opening yourself to the miracles I have lovingly prepared just for you, my beloved child. So now, release those meaningless worries and trust in the perfect timing that has been divinely appointed for you. Feel my warm presence surrounding you, even if you cannot yet see it. Behind the scenes, I have been orchestrating a great plan, carefully weaving a future full of blessings for you. This is your time, the destined moment when you are no longer bound by lack, when you no longer merely survive, but truly begin to live fully and abundantly. I invite you to step out of your comfort zone, to leave behind old desires and lingering doubts about the past. I call you to rise, so that every breath you take and every step you make becomes a testimony of true abundance. You have been named a lighthouse, a guiding light, a beacon of hope and faith for those wandering in the shadows of life. Your testimony, your experiences, and the lessons you've gathered will become a source of encouragement and inspiration to many hearts longing for comfort and divine light. Remember, to truly unlock that potential, you must establish a firm foundation rooted in my divine strength. Keep me at the center of your thoughts, your decisions, and your every action. When you listen to the voice of the Spirit, when you seek guidance from the Most High, every challenge, every crossroads in life will carry meaning. My timing is always perfect, even if the miraculous changes remain hidden from your sight for now. I remind you gently, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Matthew 6:34. This teaching is a quiet invitation to release fleeting anxieties and focus on the present, the place where dreams begin to take shape and desires are nurtured into destiny. Trust that even in times of hardship or when you feel lost, you have never been alone. I assure you, true resilience is not born from avoiding pain, but from the courage to rise again, to learn, and to walk forward with unwavering faith in what lies ahead. You were created to shine not just for the achievements you accomplish, but for your boldness to dream, to hope, and to take brave steps forward. My precious one, in every moment of your life, let your heart overflow with gratitude. Gratitude is more than a gesture. It is a sacred energy that opens the door to overflowing blessings. Each sincere word of thanks not only helps you recognize the value of what you already have, but also draws forth the wonders of heaven. When you cherish each moment, when you offer me praises from the depth of your soul, your surroundings will be filled with light and joy. Never forget, nothing can sever the sacred connection between you and me. Even in your flaws, even in moments of doubt, my unconditional love remains steadfast beyond the reach of time and space. I love you with a passion that never fades, no matter how fierce life's storms may rage. You, as my favored child, carry a worth that rises above all human judgment and adversity. So I urge you, in every decision you make, invite my guidance, that your mind may be illuminated with clarity. Let each choice be shaped by wisdom and love, leading you into new horizons and opening doors to unending prosperity. Remember, my timing is always right, not early. Not late, but precisely, when you most need the miraculous. Believe with all your heart that every arrangement I make is directed toward a glorious future. Know this always. I am present in every breath you take, in every beat of your heart. Whether you are standing at the peak of joy or immersed in the depths of difficulty, I am watching over you with infinite love and divine care. There is never a moment when you face life alone, for I am your faithful companion, the one who walks with you through every trial. With a heart full of gratitude and unwavering trust in the divine plan, step forward on the path that has been masterfully woven for you by the Almighty. Let every decision and every forward step be guided by wisdom and love, so that each passing day may bring you profound experiences, enduring blessings, and an unshakable sense of security. Keep your heart wide open to the wonders that life offers. Know this, you are a living embodiment of miracles, created with immeasurable worth and destined to carry love wherever you go. Allow my sacred words of comfort to seep deeply into your soul, reminding you that I am always faithful and I never fail. Even when life grows dark and hardship surrounds you, I remain the same, unchanging from the beginning of time through all eternity. Reflect on the wonders of the past. When I sustained my people in the wilderness with manna from heaven, or caused water to gush from a barren rock to quench their thirst. From those miracles, understand this truth: nothing is too small, too insignificant, or too scarce for my boundless love to reach and transform. Right now, my child, lift your eyes to the vast sky above and fix your gaze on the birds in flight. They do not sow or gather into barns, yet by the grace of the Almighty, they are always fed. Does this not remind you of your priceless value in my eyes? Even the wildflowers and the fleeting grass of the field are adorned in splendor that surpasses all human luxury. If I clothe such delicate beings with abundant life, how much more shall I tenderly care for you, my beloved child? In every moment and in every place, you may carry within your heart invisible burdens. But know this, I am always listening, always attuned to the rhythm of your heartbeat. Cast your burdens at my feet. Surrender your worries and sorrows to the one who provides for you, because I care for you deeply and unfailingly. Do not let meaningless concerns weigh you down. They only slow your days and blur the blessings surrounding you. Instead, fix your gaze on my presence, where righteousness and mercy embrace, and trust that everything you need will arrive in the perfect order of my design. My child, every moment of this life is a precious gift from the Most High. Pause for a while, breathe deeply, and feel the peace that dwells within your soul. When you lift your heart in gratitude for all I have given, you begin to see the sacred value in life's simplest things, and the gates to overflowing blessings swing wide open. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the miraculous. It allows you to behold the beauty of life in its finest details, from the morning light to the laughter of those you love. Believe this, even in the storm of trials, I stand beside you. Whenever fear for the future tries to creep in, let your faith be the balm that soothes your soul. knowing that nothing can occur outside the bounds of my providence. Do not let anxiety make you forget that you were intricately woven with threads of love and wonder. You are my cherished and dearly beloved child, forever wrapped in the eternal embrace of your Creator. Trust, my child, that no matter what challenges the future may hold, I have already arranged all things for your highest good. Like the birds that soar freely across the heavens, you will be given all you need to live a life of fullness and abundance. You, with all the worth you possess in my eyes, lift up your heart in faith, in gratitude, and in peace, for these are the sacred forces that will help you rise and lead you to recognize my divine presence in every sacred moment of your journey. My beloved child, beneath a scorched sky, when the searing sun blankets all of creation, the human heart easily sinks into despair in the face of lack. Yet even amid such harsh circumstances, the power of the Almighty manifests in wondrous ways. Remember Elijah, the faithful servant of God, who was sustained during a great famine through divine providence. While the entire land suffered from drought, rivers dried up and food grew scarce, God did not forsake his servant. Ravens brought him bread and meat each morning and evening, an undeniable sign of God's abundant provision. 1 Kings 17:6. Is this not a testament to his boundless kindness and care? If even mindless birds can be used as vessels to carry life, how much more will he provide for you, his precious creation, without limit? Remember this. Dear one, there are still mysteries beyond your understanding, and the power of God does not end there. When the brook at Cherith ran dry and all visible sources of sustenance ceased, Jehovah opened another way. In Zarephath, a poor widow welcomed Elijah into her home. Even though she and her son were on the brink of death from starvation, yet the promise of God stood firm. The jar of flour shall not be used up, and the jug of oil shall not run dry until the day the Lord sends rain on the land. 1 Kings 17:14. And indeed, day after day, the flour did not run out, and the oil remained proof that God's provision is never limited by earthly circumstances. Does this not remind you that, even in your most desperate hour, his mighty hand is still present and working? Consider further. Not only in the days of the Old Testament, but also throughout the New Testament era, the miracles of provision continued. Recall that day in the wilderness when a great crowd followed Jesus, longing to hear his teaching. As the sun began to set, no food was available to feed the multitude. All the disciples had were 5 loaves and 2 fish, a meager amount for over 5,000 hungry people. Yet Jesus did not focus on the limits of material resources. He looked to the limitless power of God. Taking the loaves, he gave thanks and began to distribute them. And miraculously, not only was everyone fed to fullness, but 12 baskets of leftovers remained. Matthew 14:13-21. Is this not a powerful confirmation that God's provision is not only sufficient but abundant? So when you worry about your own lack, remember that I do not merely meet your needs, I fill them to overflowing. My beloved child, look back upon the history of the Israelites when they were oppressed in Egypt. After 400 years of slavery, they may have thought God had forgotten them. But I never forgot the covenant I made with their forefathers. When their cries rose to heaven, God heard them. I raised up Moses, a lowly shepherd in the wilderness, to become the leader who would bring them out of bondage. And when they found themselves trapped between the Red Sea ahead and Pharaoh's army behind, I parted the waters, opening a dry path to safety on the other side, Exodus 14. That power proves no barrier can hinder my divine plan. Yet, my child, the wonders did not end there. As the Israelites journeyed into the wilderness, a land devoid of crops or fruit-bearing trees, they feared they would starve. But God sent manna from heaven every morning like dewfall, and quail came in the evening, providing more than enough for the entire nation, Exodus 16. I did not let them die of hunger. Instead, I gave them bread from heaven sufficient for each day. This miracle was not merely about physical sustenance, but a lesson in trust and dependence. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of the Lord, Deuteronomy 8-3. Through every story in the Bible, one resounding truth echoes with power: God is the great provider. I am not limited by earthly circumstances, nor am I bound by the difficulties that humankind faces. When you look at reality with natural eyes, you may only see lack, but when you look with eyes of faith, you will see the abundance I have already prepared. Even now, you may be facing challenges that seem to have no way out: financial hardship, struggles at work, or burdens within your family. But remember this: the one who provided for Elijah during a famine, the one who sustained the Israelites in the wilderness, the one who multiplied loaves and fishes to feed the multitude, I am still at work. My provision never ceases. So when you feel weary and anxious, put your trust in me. Remember, even when you cannot see the road ahead, the Lord your God already knows the way. I am the one who can work miracles, turning the little you have into an overflow. When you entrust everything into my hands, I will make a way. I will provide, and I will give you more than you ever expected. For I have declared, look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they? Matthew 6:26. Let your heart be anchored in that truth. For your God is not the God of just enough, but the God of more than enough. And when you place your trust in me, you will experience the wondrous provision I pour out into your life. Let your soul be filled with faith, so that you may sense that no desire, no difficulty can hinder the boundless blessings I long to bestow. You are like a flower blooming in the desert, always embraced by my unfailing love, nurtured by a divine source of life. No trial is ever meaningless, for I am always ready to extend my mercy and grant you the very best. The miracles throughout the history of my people are living promises, declaring that every temporary hardship shall give way to everlasting blessings. Let those stories encourage you, expand your vision, and teach you that the fullness of the Almighty always surpasses the limits of material reality. When you look back, you will see that nothing in this world could ever shake your faith in a love that never fades, where every promise is fulfilled according to my sacred plan. My beloved child, know this: before a word is on your tongue, I already know every thought within your mind. Psalm 139:4. Even before you become aware of your desires or needs, I have already been at work, silently preparing to meet them. I am not a distant God who ignores the cries of suffering souls. On the contrary, I draw near to the brokenhearted and am a comfort to the crushed in spirit. Psalm 34:18. Trust in my ever-present companionship, for I have promised never to leave you nor forsake you. Deuteronomy 31:6. When the weight of life becomes overwhelming and the pressure begins to suffocate you, remember that I am your refuger, source of peace and strength in every hardship. Psalm 46:1. I am always ready to carry you, to lead you through the heaviest trials, to lift you up when you can no longer walk on your own. I know every detail of your life intimately, and I know precisely the perfect moment to provide what is best for you. Even if, in your eyes, it might seem delayed, my dear child, remember the story of Lazarus. When I heard that he was ill, my son, Jesus Christ, did not rush immediately to heal him. Instead, he allowed time to pass, and through the death of Lazarus, he revealed the power of resurrection to glorify my authority and mercy, John 11. This teaches you that what may seem like a delay is not a sign of indifference, but rather a divine preparation to open a door of blessings far beyond your understanding. My child, those moments of waiting, the seasons of delay in your life, are not signs of abandonment. They are opportunities for me to work in ways you have not yet perceived. I am orchestrating everything, turning each circumstance into a perfect piece of the puzzle for your good. Just as it is written, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, Romans 8:28. Even as you face trials or feel the weight of lack, I am present quietly providing and giving you good things that surpass every expectation. Open your heart to receive these sacred promises, so that every difficulty and trial becomes a stepping stone, drawing you closer to unshakable faith. When you allow me to enter every moment of your life, all worldly anxieties will give way to boundless comfort and blessings. Let your faith be the torch that lights your path. Even when darkness surrounds you, I remain near, upholding and guiding you at every turn, with a love that never fades. I urge you to remember this truth. There is nothing in this world that can weaken my providence. Whether you are torn within or walking through seasons of loneliness, trust that I am caring for you in ways you cannot yet imagine. Every second, every breath you take is watched over and covered by me, from your smallest dreams to the grand plans I have set before you. Therefore, rest in peace and place your full trust in the process I am unfolding for your life. Let every experience, every hardship, become an opportunity for you to know more deeply the love and provision of the Almighty. Let that faith illuminate your soul, helping you see that although time may seem slow in your eyes, in mine, all things unfold in divine order, designed to bring goodness to your life. Let my teachings become your great encouragement. Open your heart wide to receive the provision and blessings from above. With this faith, you will see that all worldly worries are temporary, and my divine love will always bring you safety, peace, and joy beyond human comprehension. I know all your needs, and my joy arises every time you receive my provision through this wellspring of love. Yet I long for you to entrust me, fully lay down your worry so you can experience the wonders I have carefully arranged for your life. Faith is the key that opens heaven's treasure. Without faith, it is impossible to please the Almighty. Hebrews 11:6. Let this faith saturate your soul, that you may live each day fully immersed in the provision and grace I have freely given to you. My beloved child, remember Abraham, the one whom God called out of his homeland, away from everything familiar, to embark on a journey without a map, without a clear destination, guided only by a divine promise. The Lord said to him, "Go from your country, your people and your father's household to the land I will show you." Genesis 12:1. And Abraham went not because he had seen what lay ahead, but because he trusted the one who called him. Is that not a living testament of true faith? The scripture declares, Abram believed the Lord, and he credited it to him as righteousness. Genesis 15:6. That faith was not a fleeting emotion, but a steadfast grip on the promises of God. Even when reality offered no assurance. When God promised that his descendants would be as numerous as the stars, Abraham had not yet fathered a single child. When God said he would be the father of a great nation, both he and his wife were already of advanced age. Their strength long faded. Yet Abraham did not waver, did not doubt, and did not let circumstances shake his belief. He believed, and the Lord, fulfilled my word to him. Now, my child, look at your life today. There may be moments when you stand before what seems like insurmountable obstacles, unpaid bills piling up, doors of opportunity appearing tightly shut, and a future clouded in uncertainty. In such moments, will you choose panic or faith? Will your heart be tossed by the turbulence of life? Or will your eyes look up to the one who holds all things in his hands? Never forget that I will never abandon you. I am not only aware of your struggles, I have already made a way, even when you cannot yet see it. Do not let temporary worries of the world dim the light of your faith. Trust in me, for my word says, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. Matthew 6:34. Abraham did not worry about tomorrow. He simply obeyed and walked forward. He didn't need all the answers before stepping out. And that is the very essence of true faith, walking even when the road ahead is unseen. For we walk by faith, not by sight. 2 Corinthians 5-7. Imagine that day when Abraham and his household left their homeland, saying goodbye to everything familiar. They had no map, no navigation system, no outlined plan. All they had was the promise of God, and that was enough. If I have called, I will also provide. If I have spoken, I will surely fulfill it in your life. There may come moments when you must let go of safety to embrace something greater that I have prepared for you. There will be times when you must leave your comfort zone, not knowing what lies ahead, but one thing you can be certain of: I go before you. I will go before you and will level the mountains. Isaiah 45:2. So do not let fear paralyze you. Do not let worldly anxieties make you forget the promise of the one who formed you. When you feel like you are walking in the dark, remember that I am the lamp to your feet, the light to your path. Psalm 119-105. When you face challenges that seem too great to bear, remember that I am your refuge, your fortress in times of trouble. Psalm 46:1. Do you know why Abraham was called a friend of God? James 2:23. It was because he did not place his trust in what was visible, but in the invisible one, faithful and eternal, and it was that very faith that made him the father of many nations, the root of an entire lineage set apart for God. Let the example of Abraham remind you that true faith does not rely on circumstances, but on the nature of the one in whom we believe. For we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. For what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. 2 Corinthians 4:18. Therefore, no matter what difficulties you may be facing today, remember this: the one who called you is also faithful to provide for you. Do not let temporary struggles hinder your steps toward the great plan I have prepared for you. Do not allow doubt to suffocate the goodness I am unfolding in your life. Trust me. Walk forward. Let your faith guide you, just as Abraham did long ago. And one day, when you look back, You will realize that I was with you every step of the way. I made a path where there seemed to be no way. I provided when you thought you had nothing left. You will find yourself surrounded by miracles that I myself have worked in your life. And you will understand that not for a single moment did I ever leave your side. For I have promised, I will never leave you, nor forsake you. Hebrews 13:5. So walk on. Let your faith be more than just words. It must be action. It must be decision. It must be a life fully surrendered into my hands, the hands of the faithful one. For I am faithful, and I will surely fulfill all that I have spoken. In every moment of life, when material worries crowd in and fears begin to overtake your thoughts, remember that I, your provider and sustainer, I am always ready to meet every one of your needs. I know the depths of your struggles, from the moments you count every coin just to have a meal, to the silent hours when your soul grows weary beneath the pressure of this world. Yet, in every circumstance, never forget, I am ever ready to lead you through the storms of life. My child, in each trial and every difficulty, let your faith become your inseparable companion. Imagine it as the light of dawn that dispels the night. Faith gradually reveals the wonders that were always waiting. Let your soul be lifted in songs of praise for the works of the Almighty. Whenever hardship surrounds you, whenever darkness closes in, remember what I have taught you. In all things, seek that which is glorious and eternal, not the fleeting things of this world. What you are going through now, though it may appear small or insignificant in the eyes of man, holds deep meaning in mine. These moments are the building blocks of a steadfast faith and a firm future. When you let go of the anxieties and fears of tomorrow, you open the door to true freedom, a place where faith and hope become the endless wellspring of your life. Walk confidently on that path, knowing that I have arranged everything in perfect order. With deep faith in your heart, live boldly and fully. Know that when you open your heart to me, you will receive not only what you need, but also far more than you ever dreamed possible. You will be filled spiritually, upheld by my sincere care, and shielded by a love that never fades, the eternal love of your Creator. And finally, remember this: you are the light of faith, the beacon of hope for those who seek peace in this life. When you put your trust in me, everything around you will be transformed by my mighty hand, bringing you into a life of fullness where every longing, every hardship, that becomes a sacred milestone, leading you toward greater maturity and wisdom. Let faith be your compass. Let your soul burn bright with the light of my love and provision. For I, the Almighty, am with you from your very first step until you reach the fullness of the life I have destined for you. My dear child, live each day with the unwavering faith that nothing in this world can shake my love and provision for you. Let every moment be a hymn of gratitude, trust, and divine wonder. Walk forward with strength in your spirit, openness in your heart, and an unyielding hope that all things are being orchestrated according to a power far greater than anything visible. When you place your full trust in me, you will begin to see that every fear, every worry is but a fleeting cloud passing through a sky ruled by my sovereignty. Let my promises be deeply engraved in your mind as living evidence of the unchanging faithfulness and tender mercy of your Creator. Walk your path in peace, confident that everything is being perfectly arranged, and that your future will overflow with blessings and wonders because I am always here. My beloved one, from everlasting past, I have known you before you were formed in the womb. I called you by name, Jeremiah 1-5. Not a single step you take escapes my sight, and not a single tear you shed is hidden from my understanding. When you rejoice, I rejoice with you. When sorrow fills your heart, I draw you close to mine. Even though you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, even though storms rage around you, take heart, for I am with you. Psalm 23-4. Every morning that you awaken is a fresh mercy I have given you. Do not be afraid of the challenges ahead, and do not let anxiety dim the light of hope. For I have declared, fear not. For I am with you, be not dismayed. For I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Isaiah 41-10. Trust in my plans. For the thoughts I think toward you are thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you a future and a hope. Jeremiah 29-11. My precious child, in every trial, seek refuge in me. For I am your fortress, your shelter from the storms of life. Psalm 46-1. I will never abandon you. You will never have to fight your battles alone. Though your father and mother forsake you, yet I will receive you. Psalm 27-10. Though the world may change and the hearts of people may falter, my love for you remains steadfast forever. Romans 8:38-39. So walk forward with courage. Lift your head high and live a life full of faith. Believe that I have placed you on this path not to make you fall, but to strengthen you, to help you grow, and to show you that in every circumstance, my grace is sufficient for you. 2 Corinthians 12-9. Keep believing, keep hoping, for you will never face anything alone. I am always here to cover you, to guide you, and to love you for all eternity. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell so we can receive the words of life together. Build an unshakable faith and walk in the boundless love of the Lord. Amen.